Indonesia is famous for being a country rich in natural resources. In fact, it's one of only 17 countries considered to be mega diverse because of the vast number of animal and plant species found within its borders. Indonesia also has hundreds of vibrant and varied cultures and an equal number of different ethnic groups. But Indonesia also has the most active earthquake path in the world due to its location on the Pacific Ring of Fire. Such geographical conditions, apart from giving areas of Indonesia highly fertile soil, also make it heavily prone to natural disasters. Data from the National Disaster Management Agency, or BNPB, shows that the number of disasters in Indonesia is increasing, with 78% classified as hydrometeorological, with the remaining 22% being geological disasters. Hydrometeorological disasters occur every year in all parts of Indonesia, including 2 provinces in eastern Indonesia, West Nusa Tenggara or NTB and East Nusa Tenggara or NTT. Therefore, close synergy and collaboration amongst all stakeholders working on disaster management is essential to reducing the impact of these disasters. One of these stakeholders is the international NGO World Neighbors, which, with the support from the United States Agency for International Development's Bureau for Humanitarian Assistance, or USAID BHA, is currently implementing projects in 127 villages in 5 districts across West and East Nusa Tenggara. This program is carried out at 2 levels, the village and the district. At the village level, the project starts by developing a disaster-resilient village, or Desa Tangguh Bencana, in line with Head of the National Disaster Management Agency, Regulation No. 1, 2012. This program consists of a number of capacity-building efforts, including institutional strengthening, increasing community food security, critical land conservation, improving the village economy, and strengthening village government policies. World Neighbors has assisted 126 villages to reach either the medium or advanced level of the Disaster Resilient Village program. To strengthen the village institutions responsible for community disaster management, World Neighbors activities begin with a disaster risk assessment and development of village-level action plans. Following this, a village disaster management group is established, which implements the action plans and builds general disaster preparedness in the village through a wide variety of interventions, including agriculture, agroforestry, water spring conservation, and savings and credit groups. Through World Neighbors work, communities have accessed almost $890,000 from their village development budgets to increase their disaster preparedness. To build community food security, World Neighbors promotes conservation agriculture, the main principles of which are minimal or no tillage, permanent soil covering with plant residues, and the mixing or rotation of crops such as corn and beans. This method is very suitable for reducing the impact of prolonged dry seasons while maintaining good soil fertility, and has proven to increase land productivity by as much as 80% compared to conventional farming methods. Another climate change adaptation technique World Neighbors promotes is the development of local food crops, which, apart from being proven to be more resistant to changing rainfall patterns and extreme weather conditions, are also a good way to ensure food diversity and increase a family's nutritional intake. For example, cassava has very low sugar and fat content, and it's rich in protein. Similarly with sorghum, a plant that has a lot of nutrients and contains fibers which function to improve the digestive system. Other types of local crops that have been successfully promoted include pulut maize and chilimbu sweet potato. Over the past 5 years, World Neighbours also partnered with the Institute of Technology Bandung, or ITB, one of Indonesia's leading technology universities, in the development of rainfall prediction tools. These tools can show monthly rainfall predictions and recommend the best planting times over a 5-year period down to the village level, giving farmers important information about when and where the rain will fall, when to plant, and what types of crops are best suited to the conditions. These tools also provide information on the risk of hydrometeorological disasters occurring.
Kami melakukan penanaman itu atas dasar musiman saja. Bila hujan turun, maka kami langsung menanam dan tidak bisa menentukan jenis tanaman apa yang akan kami tanam, sehingga hasilnya kami sedikit kecewa dan kurang memuaskan. Maka setelah itu kami mencoba pada tahun pertama, coba mempelajari dan memahami apa isi daripada peta pola curah hujan tersebut. Pada tahun 2020 tersebut, kami sangat berhasil di dalam menanam jagung tersebut sampai yang lahan yang 1 hektar itu bisa menghasilkan 8 ton lebih.
Through good cooperation with field extension officers from the 5 district agriculture offices, this information has been given directly to 25,000 farmers. In terms of soil and water conservation, agroforestry is the technique World Neighbours has had most success with, through combining timber such as teak and mahogany, medium-term commodity crops such as fruits, and short-term agriculture commodities such as corn and tubers. In the remote areas where World Neighbours works, farmers are forced onto steep sloping land areas. Therefore, World Neighbours promotes soil conservation through terracing and water protection through digging infiltration wells. Agroforestry systems are multifunctional as they provide a short-term source of food together with long-term financial benefits, whilst at the same time helping to preserve the environment and mitigate the effects of flooding, landslides, and droughts. Due to the impact of climate change, many people in eastern Indonesia who depend on natural springs for their daily needs have difficulty accessing water. To maintain the existence of these critical resources, World Neighbours has helped conserve them through the planting of over 217,000 trees in their surrounding areas. The program has also established female-only savings and credit groups. These group activities have improved women's financial status at the household level through helping them save, take out loans, and also help them in forming their own small and medium enterprises, making them more financially independent.
Lai pertama-tama dek melet yang tirak kelompok niki saya nggak biasa segita-gita kelompok. Ia girang dangan-dangan manuk niki, yang pun dia dengan milih berkelompok. Lagu wah tiang tamu berkelompok makin tiang dek melengkah berkelompok. Walaupun jatuh pat suruh engkah dek dah milih siapa si mahit seorang berkelompok ni si molah dan makin berkelompok. Saya nggak boleh manfaat molah peta beras molah sehingga kepeng molah modal ke jari bertambah balu ratus lai makin jari 10 juta.
World Neighbours has also been a pioneer of the Ministry of Environment and Forestry's Climate Village program, known as PROCLIM, being the first NGO to bring this national program to eastern Indonesia. PROCLIM encourages villages to increase their capacity in adapting and mitigating the impact of climate change. It starts with a village climate vulnerability assessment and action plan development. then the forming and strengthening of a village proclaim group, implementing adaptation and mitigating activities, and then registering the proclaim graduated village on the national registration system. This is the Government of Indonesia effort to reward climate change adaptation and mitigation activities implemented at the local level, done in accordance with the local conditions. All of this was carried out to build a district with the ability to withstand, absorb, adapt, and recover from the effects of climate change and disasters in a timely and efficient manner.
Kabupaten Tangguh Bencana merupakan payung dari desa-desa tangguh bencana. Kabupaten Tangguh Bencana sangat kuat karena banyaknya desa tangguh bencana. Kami berharap terbentuk desa-desa tangguh bencana di kabupaten-kabupaten lain dan terbentuk banyak kabupaten tangguh bencana di kabupaten di seluruh Indonesia.
Commitment from the local leaders provides a solid foundation for the establishment of a disaster-resilient district. Good synergy and collaboration amongst all major stakeholders is then the main driving force towards realizing a vision of a disaster-resilient Indonesia. A vision which World Neighbors, with the support of USAID BHA, is helping the country see more clearly across the region of Nusa Tenggara.